So dudes, welcome back to War Thunder. Holy crap. So I did War Thunder content when I was a teenager, and now we're back. Hashtag ad. Because the video was sponsored by War Thunder. Is that the tank game? Yes. That's what people seem to primarily recognize it as. But it is really the airplane tank and also more recently ship and boat game from the same dev team working on the FPS game Enlisted, which is built off of War Thunder's engine and mechanics. It's a free-to-play game, which you, of course, can download from the link in the description, which will get you unique vehicles and 3 days of premium if you're new, as well as some unique vehicles if you already have an account. It's cross-platform on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation, with availability on Xbox Series and PlayStation 5s, where there are native versions. Now, if you're not already aware, one of the main aspects about War Thunder is that it has a metric crap ton of variety in terms of vehicles, from planes to tanks to ships, from the USSR, USA, Germany, UK, Japan, China, France, Italy, Sweden. Almost done. And most recently, Israel. Out of your friends, which one are you? The fighter. Tea enthusiast. The weeb. The guy who plays one of the random European nations to be different. Tumbala like a Felix Zozan. The racist. Social credit enjoyer. Not knowing a damn thing about what I was getting into after not playing the game for a long time, I went to Twitter, which is a great place to find educated opinions about the most fun tank destroyers, since that was the role I gravitated towards with the whole backline sniper thing going on. Somebody recommended the Swedes, which introduced me to a cute little artillery tank that I found, hilariously, to be repurposed in War Thunder as a tank destroyer. I also spent some time in Air Realistic and introduced some people to John Browning himself. I love the Hellcat, dude. Look at this sexy real planes have curves. The derp cannon on the Swedish tank destroyer was fun, but I had a bunch of convertible XP from the years I spent playing in high school. So I decided to be based and Taiwan-pilled with the M10. This thing has a very high penetration gun for the rank that it's at. It's very accurate. It has a very hard to damage mantlet. So if you take advantage of the 10 degrees of gun depression, you can snipe people with it. Provided that the ammunition hitting your mantlet isn't a high explosive round. However, you might be surprised to learn that you're not the most vulnerable to other tanks in Ground Realistic. Now, tanks may seem helpless against this. I mean, they kind of are. However, many of the tanks that I drive anyway are equipped with John Browning's inventions. Your first line of defense against the revenge-bombing horde may just be 3 men in a truck. Dude, the truck sucks, they said. Oh, it doesn't have enough armor. Come on. Gotcha. I'm doing my part. Damage in this game is meant to be realistic-ish. It is a video game after all. Doing damage in War Thunder isn't about whittling away at a magic health bar. High-pen ammunition will one-shot pretty much anything that it gets inside of. Assuming the shell is big enough to render that vehicle incapacitated. As you can see, I'm having some trouble here. I helped. Planes on fire will eventually disintegrate if the fire isn't put out. Ships hit by torpedoes will explode into tiny millions of pieces. How? How? Where? Tanks hit by a 152mm high explosive shell will... Holy! What? Bruh. You don't really do damage to HP bars in War Thunder. You do damage to components. Up at the top right, you can see the individual parts of this enemy ship that I am damaging, which eventually lead to its sinking when enough of its individual components are rendered inoperable, or if a fire reaches the ammunition hold. Sometimes little torpedo boats will be brave or stupid enough to get too close to you in your big ship. My naval outings were in the Imperial Japanese destroyer Ayanami, which I did for the meme. It's very good at dealing with these things. These guns are so good that they decided to put them on tank chassis. Okay, it's obviously not a warship main gun, but it's still hilarious. Just about every vehicle is customizable to a certain point. You can put on different camouflages on some vehicles. Your mileage may vary on the authenticity part. Here's like some victory markers for planes that this imaginary pilot shot down. Or you can, you know, you can do this. Cuphead looking ass. You can't have a P-40 without the shark teeth, man. You gotta do it. Now it's a despondent shark. It's not really feeling up to it today. It's like, I don't know, man. Let's fix that. Get a little aggression in there. Yes. Now that is a P-40.
Actually, Gregor, the Chinese Army Air Force didn't put nose art on the...
Dude, I don't... Whatever. Cool. I'm happy that you know that. Good for you, truly. Every vehicle has upgradable parts as well. The more you play the vehicle, the more aspects about it are going to be improved. From the handling, maybe additional ammunition types, stuff like that. Some vehicles, if they're upgraded enough, can also call in artillery support on the map. Did I mention there are nukes in the game? You might notice that the terrain gets affected by the nuke as well. All the terrain in War Thunder is collidable. It reacts to your actions, like running it over or blowing it up. What's this, a Pontiac? (2008) be like. Anyway, I had a lot of fun making this video. Thanks again to War Thunder for sponsoring it. Like I said, if you go to the link in the description and you don't have an account already, you'll get 3 days of premium plus some unique vehicles. If you guys are open to more War Thunder content in the future, let me know. Thanks for watching. Deuces.